It's a good lead. Yeah, just 20 first-class matches, 25 T20s for Dion Forrester. Joburg Super Kings. That's where he plays his SA T20. Educated in Petersburg.
Yeah, an exceptional SA20 with the bat. Does bowl the odd couple of overs through the middle phase. It's probably similar to the likes of Jimmy Neesham, just the way he goes about it. You can see the grip on the ball. He's very split grip, so just gets enough seam movement off the ball. Too quick. He won the Rising Star Award at the SA20. So much for his bowling, but there's a number of players that just see an opportunity in the South African side as an all-rounder. Bowling is so important.
Oh, that's flown away off the outside edge down to wide thirds. Yeah, it's been a conversation here, of course, with the Black Caps and that pace bowling all-round spot has become so important. Franchise and international. Forrester with an opportunity to impress on this tour, which I'm sure he will take.
He's just been signed up to the PSL, so he'll head there after this tour. A number of these players, both sides, have actually been picked up.
Robin. Must have played now 3 points. There will be an accumulation time here for these two, and there must be. There simply must be, given the number of wickets they've lost. So, the bowling has been fantastic. They've had a lot of opportunity. When they have, the timing hasn't been there so far, and I talk about the New Zealand order. For these two, there's still plenty of time in the game. Accumulate the runs, keep the scoreboard ticking over. Try not to build too much stop ball pressure or allow it to build on you, and then look to go again. They've been pinned down here, and it's been a wonderful display so far from the visitors.
The challenge that you have as a batter when you're 5 wickets down is you don't want to play with too high a risk options. So what's your low risk boundary options? At the moment, South African players are able just to hit their good length. Cole McConkey on the screen. His debut game in New Zealand. He's a subcontinent specialist, so he said he was excited to actually play at his home country.
Gone after that. That's over the top too. It'll pitch just before the boundary. That off was up. Back and chase Keshav. That is the end of Dion Forrester's first over in New Zealand. 53 for 5.
Be a time you've got to break open the game, Scotty. You might say a 160 here. What we know is a really good New Zealand bowling side, experience in terms of playing at home. They'll get a swing assistance as well. How do you break this last 11 overs to be able to say, how do we get to that 160 mark?
I mentioned the total 160, Katie Martin, and it's 10 and over from here, essentially for New Zealand, but then they've only got 5 in the day. So, 2 smart operators out there and very experienced operators. Neesham on strike. Maharaj has turned around the corner. Good bit of fielding.
Sena was part of that partnership in Sri Lanka to be able to get you to score alongside Cole McConkey. So there is depth in the batting lineup. I want someone in the last few overs.
Got him! Maharaj did him all ends up. Santner came charging down the pitch. And this time Santner does not deliver. Maharaj does instead.
Talked about the battle of the left arm ortho. He pulled the pace back, got up and over the ball a lot more. Santner said, this is the over that I have to go. Match up with the ball coming back in. His experience to the fore. Santner out for 15, 54 for 6 New Zealand.
he's had a couple of big months. Kyle McConkey, Canterbury captain, here in the domestic first-class game. 17th match now for New Zealand today. Called into the World Cup squad as a like-for-like replacement for Michael Bracewell, who was injured. And he accounted for himself brilliantly. He's involved in a partnership that Caddy Martin has referred to. And Santner on the charge, and good turn, Maharaj. He'll enjoy that. Not so much Mitch Santner. He would have hated every microsecond of that moment. He's a wonderful man, Cole McConkey. He acquits himself beautifully as a captain, as a cricketer, as a human. And he finally gets a chance in New Zealand.
Oh! Well, they've done their homework really well on him. Got a deep fine leg and a deep square leg because they know he loves to sweep. Seeing a lot more pace on the ball here from Maharaj.
Full straight away that first one as well, didn't give him too many options. Backs away from this, punches it out for one.
Did it feel weird actually turning up here in Yakini? Yeah, it was a little bit odd. But he said, I've just loved my time. And one thing that Rob Walter and the selectors for New Zealand, they said it doesn't matter about a player's age. We've seen a lot of domestic players debut a lot later. Daryl Mitchell's probably the prime example.
Oh, that almost sneaks through the defence as well. Maharaj, she is casting a spell here. This is an outstanding exhibition of left arm spin. Slides past the finish. Just cut away for a single. Nation retains the strike. 10 overs complete, 56 for 6.
Five-star
performance from South Africa's bowlers so far. New Zealand winning the toss, electing to bat first in this first KFC T20 International at Bay Oval in Tauranga. Karate Kid and SA20 leading wicket taker Othniel Barkman, sensational in those opening overs. Never left those wickets. Absolute pace, clinical accuracy. That's what Barkman has become known for. Everyone talks about him in the death overs. Pretty much bowl any phase. Evening, Frankie Mackay. Yeah, good evening, Cass. Good evening, all. There hasn't been the start at all that the home side would have liked. 56 for 6, halfway stage. Wicket takers. Maharaj, his 50th game, gets in on the action. Recently dismissing Mitch Santner. 2 for Bartman, 2 for Coetzee. Just haven't been able to get anything going. This New Zealand lineup. Now, Othniel Barkman has been sensational in the SA20, second leading wicket taker in season 3. Season 4, he was the leading wicket taker. He's just brilliant in how he's able to assess conditions early and then deliver when the moment counts. And Gerald Coetzee back from injury, his first game back, raw pace. On the other side, just accuracy from Barkman. Has a catch it. Good fielding. Jordan Herman on the boundary. It's a weaker South African team. I call it the alternate version. This is a bunch of players who have done exceptionally well in the SA20. A couple of players like Coetzee coming back from injury, Tony de Zorzi as well. So they'll be hungry for victory in the series. Hanging in the air, fold safe. Gerald Coetzee will do the tidying up. Got a 2027 50 over World Cup coming, the T20 World Cup in 2028. It's a long way away, A great opportunity for some of these stars to put their hands up.
Yeah, there's always an eye to the future, isn't there? With teams, the amount of cricket, the volume of cricket that's getting played worldwide at the moment. It's just good to be able to have those options. You know who your next in line is. There's always the chance to have a look at some bright talent, some new talent, get them in the environment, see how they fit with some of the players, with the structure.
He'll go for 4. Not pretty, but he'll get the runs. Paul McConkey enjoyed that too.
I think for a little split second there, Jimmy Neesham thought he might be in a little spot of bother. Still smile on the face from Neesham.
Keshav Maharaj will know the danger that Neesham poses to this team. Yes, they've got New Zealand 6 down. Both these players can certainly bat long. From the over. It's 67 for 6. It's a lovely crowd in Bay Oval. They'll be disappointed with how the home team has gone. But it's not over yet. There's still 9 overs to go. So these two can put together some sort of partnership. Last over, going for 11, go 10s and 11s, get to around 160, make it a competitive game. Ball could do something in the power play. There's a couple of debutants too. Right now, South Africa on top.
Only the 2 double-digit overs for New Zealand so far. That alongside 6 white dots on that graphic, they are of concern.
Field on the boundary. We'll watch it go for 6. Maharaj under pressure, first ball of the over.
He's got all of that. Here's Jimmy Neesham. Changes the feet over, swats it. Feel the set in the deep for that very shot.
Push for 2. This is good from Neesham, putting pressure on the South Africans. He's got heaps of experience. Bring that all to the fore now. Mention the debutants and also still be nervous out there. Both the Herman brothers, exceptional fielders. So Ruben Herman with an outstanding run out earlier. Herman brothers, a talk of the town back home in South Africa. Ruben Herman playing for Paarl Royals. Jordan Herman for Sunrisers Eastern Cape. Both had exceptional tournaments in this last season. He's pulled up lame in the deep.
Just field that delivery, and I think that might be in a spot of bother.
Yeah, he's limping. He doesn't look good. Calling for support. It's not good signs for South Africa at all. He needed with the bat later on.
Well, he knew straight away, didn't he? And a backward square on the boundary. So that was earlier in the over. He did a lot of good fielding, covered a lot of ground, got the throw out of the hand quickly. He has a real live wire in the field, but then last delivery just turned leg side from Jimmy Neesham into the gap between short fine.
Oh. At the 5. Quinn is after it. Does well. Time for a few. This is a good over again for New Zealand. 3 from that.
It's a little finer maybe than had planned, Cole McConkey, but great piece building in the deep. Saved the run for his team there. Another good over here for New Zealand, 12 from it, the ball to come. Oh.
Overs gone 80 for 6. Sorry, side that. Note the Harriman brothers together. Ruben just coming by to have a look and just show some support for Jordan. Worried faces all around, and you can always tell from the body language. Players know. Obani Mokoena now, he's third. Got the neck, and Connor Esterhuizen doesn't make any mistake. Mokoena picks up his first wicket in New Zealand.
First ball back into the attack, makes the impact, does the youngster. Pace and vigour earlier. That's just the change of pace. Pace off delivery just doesn't arrive for Jimmy Neesham. Comfortable catch for Esterhuizen behind the stumps. He's on the boards. This is Mokoena. First of many, I'm sure, for the youngster. Neesham goes for a bright and breezy 26. New Zealand 80 for 7.
New Zealand in deep trouble, and walks Zach Folks to join Cole McConkey. And that's the very sad side to it, but Jordan Harriman leaving the field. Hope it's not serious. Delisa Malani has come on to field in his place. Zach Folks, meanwhile, comes out to the middle. And, if there was ever a pressure moment, this is it. Mokoena has a knack of picking up big wickets in the SA20. Top wickets of Quinton de Kock. He says that was his favourite, including Aiden Markram too. Played for Paul Royals at Burlock Park, where the surface didn't really suit him. Enjoying conditions tonight.
That's good skills, isn't it? Just that change of pace delivery. You can see revolutions he gets on the ball with it. That cutter just causes Jimmy Neesham. He's so early on the shot. Ball just doesn't arrive. Looks back at the surface.
The future prospect for New Zealand, Zach Folks. Available for the entire series, so it'll be interesting to see how he goes. That's why the series, I think, is so important. There's one thing I think New Zealand cricket has done so well. One of the reasons New Zealand reached the final in India is the ability to build depth, get surprise players in where most top teams won't know. Cole McConkey was one of the surprise packages. Most people said, who? And he said, well, you'll remember my name now. So all eyes on Zach Folks, see what he's able to do. So later with the ball as well.
Yeah, that's what I love about New Zealand set up at the moment is age isn't a barrier. You've got Zach Folks out there, a youngster, only 23 years of age, played a bit of international cricket. Cole McConkey in a slightly different position in his career, 34 years of age, played a lot of domestic cricket, put numbers on the board there. So that ability for the player that they lost, New Zealand, Michael Bracewell, the off-spinning all-rounder. And so then just that like-for-like approach. I think it sends a really nice message as well to those still playing domestic cricket. The goal is to play for New Zealand. The dream is to play for New Zealand. It doesn't matter if you get to 30 and you haven't done it. There's still the opportunity to do so. And then you get the young talent coming through that they're prepared to invest in. So I just think it makes for a really nice feel around the group that you get form players coming in. Nick Kelly on debut in his 30s today. It shows if you're putting up those domestic performances, there could be a spot for you. Jason Smith as well in the South African team will be hoping as part of the 2014 Under-19 World Cup with Kagiso Aiden Mark. He's played a lot of domestic and really experienced, just needs hard series, I guess, for the Proteas. As you say, domestic performances count. What an error from Mokoena. A wicket off his last delivery of this over. 2 wickets in the over. New Zealand 83-8. And over bookended by wickets for Mokoena. This time it's pace and bounce to the fore. Leaps off a link. Can't do anything. The Zach folks showing off all his skills once again. We've seen pace, we've seen bounce, we've seen balls. Very impressive young cricketer. Zach folks, it's got to go for one. New Zealand, the slide continues. 83 for 8. South Africa have not allowed New Zealand to settle. Tall Kyle Jameson, always good to see him back. He's been plagued by injury. He'll be hoping to do the job with the ball later, but he's needed now. That searing bounce. It's good approach, trying to control it. Down through that third room. Wickets in the power play, and suddenly your spinners just look unplayable. Desha Maharaj. Excellent. Yeah, I do think there is a little spin there now for the slow bowlers, for the spinners. A really dry surface here at Bay Oval. So it just feels as though now under lights, and in fact the pitch has been under the sunlight all day until now. There's just some grip, some turn for the spinners. And then of course, you've got the experience, the canny spin bowlers here, the ability to slide one on, spin a couple and aim in at the pads. And this field allows New Zealand 2 runs. Interesting story about Movani Mokoena. He started as a leg spinner at school, and one day for fun he decided to bowl some case, and his coaches said maybe that's what you should do. So a very useful batter as well, so could develop into a wonderful, genuine all-rounder for the Proteas. Still very early in his career, got to keep his feet grounded. He's shown excellent signs of absorbing pressure. Oh, hats off to those coaches. They had an eye for talent, that's for sure, and it's not often you see spinners turn to pace bowling. Generally it's the other way around, but it's the pace bowlers who get to the end of their bowling spell in the net, start bowling a few spinners, show some talent. Another wicket. Stumps rattled here at Bay Oval, and it's the captain Keshav Maharaj who picks up wicket number 9 for South Africa.
Oh, that's exactly what we've been talking about with the conditions for the spinners. This one just pushed through. It's flat, it's quick, it slides on, angles into the off stump. Perfection from the left arm orthodox. Skipper's got it on a string today. They just keep taking wickets here, do South Africa. Jameson gone now. 2 for him today. New Zealand 86 for 9. Here at Bay Oval after electing to bat first. They had a wonderful power play and they haven't let off at all. She came in, played some attractive shots. South Africa struck back every time. Mokoena to continue. Oh, struck hard. And that will be a welcome boundary for the Black Caps. That's what you feel McConkey needs to do now. He is left with just Ben Sears for company. So it's time to take the bowling on. Show some real aggression, try and pick up as many runs as you can. Yes, there's still the best part of 6 overs still to bat, but there is just 1 wicket left remaining. They have got themselves in a real hole here, the Black Caps. Can McConkey try and pick up some boundaries? Clever, so clever. That's what I like about Mokoena. He can crank it up to 140, bowls a slower ball. He extracts excellent bounce from the surface, as we saw earlier. It does help to hang around with legends and teams playing in the league like SA20. He would have picked up so much intel. His hero is Kagiso Rabada. Took off. He called a wide. Yeah, I've been very impressed, not just by his exploits on the field, Mokoena, but listening to a few interviews that he'd done throughout SA20, and just the way that he spoke about that opportunity to play with and against legends, to share the dressing room, to pick the brains of some of these players, it just seemed like such...
आप सोच रहे होंगे ये वीडियो एक क्लिकबेट ही होगा। नहीं। तो इसे देखो, इसके पास बस 1 व्यूअर है जो कि हम हैं। हमें घटा दो तो इसके पास 0 व्यूअर्स होंगे। स्ट्रीम लैब अवेलेबल नहीं है।
लिंक ट्राई करो, उसका एक और लिंक होगा। देखो, ओह नहीं, वो एक डाउनलोड लिंक है।
अगला वाला।
मुझे नहीं लगता वो रिएक्ट करेगा, देख लेना।
देखो उसे, वो सो रहा है, इससे अच्छा रिएक्शन क्या होगा? शायद हमें उसे जगाना चाहिए।
चलो उसे जगाते हैं। नहीं, इस सोने वाले इंसान को नहीं।
Alright.
नहीं, ऐसा मत करो।
हमें साबित करना होगा ये
Oh my
क्लिकबेट
gosh,
नहीं
ये
है।
एक बड़ी रकम है।
सोए हुए इंसान को 10,000 दे रहे हो, वो शायद उसे देखेगा भी नहीं।
$10,000 डोनेट हुए। हाँ, अब देखते हैं।
काम
जाग
कर
गया।
गया।
ओह, वो जाग गया। आंखें खोल ली।
डोनेशन के लिए शुक्रिया।
डोनेशन के लिए शुक्रिया।
ये क्या है? ओह, मिस्टर बीस्ट।
ए, कैसे हो दोस्त?
$10?
$10।
उसके आगे 3 zeros और हैं।
वो वापस हो गया यार।
सोने से अच्छा रिएक्शन और क्या होगा? जब उसे एहसास होगा तो वो क्या करेगा कि वो $10,000 है, ना कि $10।
उसे नई बेडशीट्स लेनी चाहिए।
तुम्हें उसकी बेडशीट पसंद नहीं
वो
आई?
बहुत भद्दी है। ओके गाइस, तो वो वापस सोने चला गया। तुम्हारी नींद खराब करने के लिए माफी चाहते हैं।
Oh my gosh.
अरे देखो, $10,000 का बहुत वजन हो रहा है। इन्हें लेने के लिए शुक्रिया।
अच्छी शुरुआत है, बढ़िया बन रहा है।
हे, लोग चाहते हैं मैं छोटे स्ट्रीमर्स को डोनेट
क्या
करूं।
मतलब मिस्टर बीस्ट ने $10,000 भेजे हैं? तुमने सच में $10,000 भेजे हैं?
हाँ। Mr. Beast 6,000.
क्या ये मजाक है? 10,000 के लिए शुक्रिया। चलो किसी दिन कोलैबोरेशन करते हैं।
ऐसे ही कोलैब का तो सबको इंतजार रहता है।
उसमें
है ना?
शायद मैं भी
अब
सो
सब
रहा हूँगा।
सोते हुए कोलैब करेंगे।
हाँ, ओके तो गाइस, आगे बढ़ने से पहले मैं अपने मैंने भी यही बात कही थी।
क्या पता क्या कहना चाहिए। मुझे
देखो, चैट में एक और इंसान भी है। हम सिर्फ अकेले व्यूअर नहीं है, एक और साथी है।
क्या प्लीज बताओगे बीस्ट में इन्वेस्ट करो का असल में सही मतलब क्या है?
अब तुमने पूछा है तो मैं तुम्हें समझा देता हूँ। आप सब सोच रहे होगे ये $1,00,000 आखिर आए कहाँ से हैं? आप स्क्रीनशॉट में देख सकते हैं इन ट्विच वीडियोस पर हमेशा ही कॉपीराइट आ जाता है। इसका मतलब मुझे इन पर कोई एड रेवेन्यू नहीं मिलता। तो अगर मुझे एड रेवेन्यू नहीं मिलता और वीडियोस का कोई स्पॉन्सर भी नहीं है तो आखिर ये $1,00,000 आए कहाँ से?
मुझे नहीं पता।
मैं बताता हूँ। ये आते हैं शॉप मिस्टर बीस्ट से।
अरे भाई, ये तो मेरी फेवरेट वेबसाइट है।
मैं अपनी वेबसाइट शॉप मिस्टर बीस्ट मदद से मेरी वीडियोस में पैसा लगाऊंगा। आप सब मेरे इन्वेस्टर्स हैं। मेरी मर्च में इन्वेस्ट करके आप इन वीडियोस को फंड दे रहे
और
हैं।
बदले में शानदार हुडीज भी मिलेंगे।
आप सब मेरी बेवकूफी भरी चीजों में इन्वेस्ट करेंगे। हाँ, कभी कभी वो अच्छी भी है।
हाँ।
तो शायद अब आप सबको शॉप मिस्टर बीस्ट की शानदार डिजाइन्स दिखाने का वक्त आ गया है। ये पहली हुडी है ऑन बीस्ट। इससे गारंटी से आपके ज्यादा दोस्त बनेंगे। तो अभी इन्वेस्ट करो। ये अगली हुडी है क्लासिकल बीस्ट लोगो हुडी और ये भी एक बहुत ही अच्छी चॉइस है। और ये अगली हुडी गोल्ड बीस्ट है और ये एक्चुअली असली गोल्ड से बना है। क्या पता है नीचे डिस्क्लेमर क्यों आ रहा है। तो हाँ गाइस, शॉप मिस्टर बीस्ट में इन्वेस्ट करें ताकि मैं ऐसे ही वीडियोस बनाता रहूं जिनमें लाखों डॉलर्स बांट देता हूं। मैंने बड़े बड़े प्लान्स बनाए हैं पर मुझे आपकी मदद चाहिए।
इन्वेस्ट।
और फाइनली आप चेकआउट के वक्त इनके कोड यूज करके इनकी मदद कर सकते हैं। और ये रही सभी कोड्स की लिस्ट। क्रिस चैंडलर, बेली और ईथन हमारे एडिटर्स हैं। टेरिक कैमरामैन है। आप shopmrbeast.com पर जिसका भी कोड यूज करेंगे उसे थोड़ा बहुत मुनाफा होगा। तो आपको चैनल ज्यादा फनी लगता है तो इसका कोड यूज कीजिए, इसे कुछ पैसे मिल जाएंगे। आप जिसे भी पसंद करते हो उसका कोड यूज कीजिए और इन्हें सपोर्ट कीजिए। और याद रखो, मर्च में इन्वेस्ट करो ताकि मैं और ज्यादा पैसे बांट सकूं। इस लड़के के पूरे 0 व्यूअर्स हैं और इसका फ्रेम रेट भी 0 है। इसका मतलब हमें इसे कुछ पैसे देने होंगे। उसे 1 से 10 के बीच में नंबर चुनने को कहो, उसे उतने ही 1,000 डोनेट करेंगे।
मिस्टर बीस्ट 1 से 10 के बीच में एक नंबर चुनो। 6,000। 1 से 10 6। ऐसा नहीं हो सकता। नंबर 6।
ठीक है, भेज दिए।
ये नहीं हो सकता। अरे नहीं।
अरे ये तो रो रहा है, देखो तो।
Oh my gosh, dude.
Nice.
Mr. Beast, thank you so much, man.
अरे गेम मत हार जाना, वो बस 6,000 है, उसके पीछे गेम मत हार जाना।
Oh my goodness.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
wow.
मुझे ऐसे रोना नहीं चाहिए।